How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to server building. We are hopping back on over to the mushroom map. As you can see, last time when we worked on the spleef tree, ended up looking pretty good from the inside, but on the outside it's this whole mess, and I have been slowly but surely taken away at it. I haven't spent that much time on it, and I've got like a quarter of it done, so that shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, that'll work itself out. So, but today we spend working on the awesome mushroom paintball arena. The first thing I want to do is I want to grab this. I want to slash VI12. I want to do slash BSC for the snipe block and the combo. I want to do this just see a little bit. I'm sorry, slash over C. Does that work? Oop. Oh, that only overlays topsoil, doesn't it? So like, yeah, that's not what we want. So that only does it to like dirt and stone. Oops. And also this stuff. So we don't want that. We are gonna have to do S for snipe. So as you can see, we can just paint these one by one, all the visible ones, which is something I'm gonna do on my own time. We're not gonna spend time painting this whole thing here, but look how much better this looks. I don't know about you guys, but I think this looks so good like this compared to the other one. I'm just going to do this one little root here compared to the orange, and I might actually put some orange to make it look like the tree splitting. I think I'm going to leave some of the orange up on top here on the rim, but you know, then once we get to like, you know, around here, that's all going to be changed to that guy. But the top, to make it look like it's actually looking down into the orange root and not into bark, that's gonna look like that. But just look at this root. Look at this root. Oh man! All right, and then now let's move on to what we're actually gonna do for today. I think that is so much better. Way more tree-like. So I'm gonna do that. You know. That's another thing I need to add to my to-do list. I wonder, maybe we should just real quick. I don't want to get too distracted here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna lose this book. I was gonna say we could make a little to-do list, but that would not work out. All right, we just lose it every time I log into the server. Like if I log off right here and log back in, it sets me into survival, and I fall to my death every time. So, here we go. So first things first, I would like to paste some of these small in quotes, they're not really that small, mushrooms. There's the smaller of the two we made. I'm going to paste the smaller ones into the arena. So we are going to need to use the copy pasta, as it's called, in the documentation and in the brushes. I'm putting this here so that I can select the whole thing on flat ground. Of course, this could have been done in 2 seconds with one disc brush click, and which we will do actually. Because that's so much quicker. Okay, so now let's get ourselves a nice block that's easy to count with. I like sandstone for that. This smooth sandstone. And let's copy. Yep, that's perfect. Just gotta make sure that it gets tall enough now. Let's go one more just for good measure. And then we want to do slash BCP for copy paste. And we need to stand right in the corner Oh, okay. And then let's get one more sandstone block there. So copy that, and then come over here, copy that, and I'm doing that right-clicking with the arrow on blocks and right-click with the gunpowder. Okay, so you just have to look at it, I guess, and then copy that, right-click with the gunpowder. Now if you right-click it again, whoop, it should place it, which it did, which is awesome. So I think, I'm trying to think about, so the block you look at is going to be this corner. So if we do it here, that's more or less where we want it. But I just noticed that it's kind of screwing up, so we're going to have to place a block and then shoot. Oh, no, darn it, I did it. I accidentally clicked with the arrow. Right, so right click there, just doing that again. Don't right click with the arrow after you copy paste. And now there. See, that's weird. So if I remove this. Okay, well I did it better that time, I guess. Okay, so I see some issues here with our copying and pasting. This side didn't do so well. I think I screwed it up like that, so I'm just gonna, better safe than sorry, I'm gonna move this out one, and I'm going to points cleared, right click with that, right click with that for second point, copy it, come over here. Now that I've done that, I think we're gonna need to place a block, and then yep, there we go, perfect. Is that where we want that? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna just pick a different spot. I'm gonna put this right here. Okay, great. So now let's just clean this up a bit. Right? So we're coming over here. You know, we just came down from the big mushroom. We've got some cover here from this guy, and that's great. That's perfect. And now I want another one of these mushrooms. I would like to do /CP90 /BCP90 for the pivot angle of a 90. I'm going to clear the points. I'm going to first point, second point, right click again. And what I just did there, turned the mushrooms so that they're not going to be exactly the same. They're rotated a bit. Now we've got lots of space over here. Let's see, what kind of angle is this putting it up? Okay, so now we've selected that corner, so we want to sort of be over here when we place it. So I'm going to put a block there and paste it. That might be it. That's over the edge of the map. You can see this root is the edge of the map. So let's actually put it right here. I like that a lot better too, because it's kind of guarding something to take cover on when you're through here. When so you can kind of guard this hole here. But if you're guarding that hole, you have to be careful because someone might come up around here, get up here, and then get you from up here. So it's kind of like nice cover from people barricading in the tree, but it's also a good spot to sort of, I like that. Who knows, this whole map design layout could end up being awful, we don't know. Alright, next we're going to do the other side. So let's get over here. I don't think we need to rotate it really. Well, let's do it. So rotating it 180. Points cleared. There we go. Sandstone. Point 1. Other sandstone. Point 2. Right click with the gunpowder to copy paste. And now let's get ourselves a sandstone block out. And I think this time we are gonna be doing the other angle. So we want to place it here, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I misclicked when I copied. Leave that there. Let's do /time set 0 so we don't have to hear them zombies. Alright, points cleared. Point 1 sandstone. Point 2 sandstone. That's what I missed. Copied and pointed that sandstone and pasted it. Alright, that's good. And then now let's do another one that is unrotated. So just /b copy paste 0, change that pivoting to 0. Points cleared. Oh, first point, second point. Points cleared. First point, second point. Copy paste. So now selecting that angle. So let's come over here. The other one that we put was like kind of in front of the. So there's not that much room for this guy. I almost feel like because of how close these roots are together, we should actually put it like that. Ooh, that's a little too close for my liking. I like that a lot. Okay, so this one's a slightly different layout than the other side, right? Because this root is here, whereas on that side, it's like if we look from the top where all the roots are. Oh, hey, I'm missing a. Oh no, we're not. Derp. Kind of am though. I don't know. If you look from the layout of the root, it's like this guy is even with that root, whereas on this guy, it's in between these two roots. I don't think it matters. I think that's going to be fine. Now let's tear down this mushroom here and get ourselves a big mushroom. Mushroom tops should decay. Actually, I guess mushroom tops are just the same as mushroom stems, except the top of them have a different texture, so I guess there's really no way in the game currently to get them to decay. You'd have to make a whole new block. Alright. So yeah, so now we're gonna get the big guy, and then we'll be good to go. So, it's kind of in the way. Let's see. Oh, no. Nope, nope. We need it to be in line with this one. So close. Which is going to be right there. There we go. Let's make sure we bring it up high enough. And then down here for the lower. Oh! Don't run into that. Not that it really matters, I guess. There we go. So, points cleared. Point 1. Gotta have the bottom point always be the first point, or else you're gonna be placing it into the ground. Second point. Well, I guess if you wanted to do it the other way around, you could build a pillar up and then paste it at the top of the pillar. That would work as well. But I would recommend just selecting the bottom point first so that it doesn't get pasted into the ground. And now let's just place like a sandstone block here. Doesn't have to be sandstone, by the way. I like that placement, I think. All of these can be moved pretty easily, so you guys can let me know what you think. I think that's pretty good, though. And now let's go over to the other side. Actually, you know what? Let's pivot it. /B copy paste. Let's turn it 90 degrees. Just so that it doesn't look like we have exactly identical sides here. This is starting to look like a map that you could play in. We've got a couple more details to sort out before we end this episode. How long we've been going? Yeah, we can do some more quick things. So, points cleared, point 1, and point 2. Right click with the gunpowder to copy it, fly over to the other side. I should have gotten something that let us fly faster, but didn't do that. Okay, and now I think if we're gonna put one here, we should put it like whoops, I was like, where'd it go? Well, that's not where it goes. I forgot that we pivoted, so that would change where you have to place it. You can always undo, which is generally what I do. I just place it and then undo it if it ended up being somewhere I didn't want it to be. See, the glowstone is causing these lighting issues, so I might actually swap these tops here with soul sand or something like that. Soul sand would probably look pretty good, but it certainly would slow down the beginning of the game as you were trying to get off the edge. So who knows what I'll do there. If you guys have any block suggestions, let me hear them. I do know now how to select. If we grab this huge mushroom, actually hold on. Get ourselves. Here we go, like a red mushroom, right? This is what I'm. This is a good idea, actually. I didn't think of this. Grab this. Now that we know how to do this. Bone meal it, right? So that's a data value 6. So do /vi 6. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. And then the block is going to be huge mushroom 2, and then it's going to be /bd for. Well, let's do /bd for ball C, and it is the red mushroom. Although I think we'd want that one. I don't know. We'd have to get one that had red on all sides, which might actually be like VI 12 again. And then no, that would. I would have to look it up. Let's try 8, maybe. Well, you see the point. We now know how to get the red stuff in here, so we could actually create a dome of the red stuff and the brown stuff here. This stuff, right? The dome of each. That would be something that I could easily see as looking really good on the top and the bottom, and wouldn't cause the lighting effects that the glowstone is causing. And then, yeah, so that would be that. I'll clean that up later. So next things. Oh, still another thing. What to do for the walls? I want you guys' advice for that. What to do for the walls? I still don't have any ideas for how to keep people in, other than these giant mushroom roots. The default idea currently would be to add some more medium-sized mushrooms, like bigger than this, in the same style that we made this, just kind of make some more along the edge here. But I tried that, it didn't look so good, and it was hard to get it to look natural and still block the walls. So let me know what you think about that. If you guys have any suggestions what to do for the walls, let me know. We could always just go for bedrock walls, or mycelium and dirt walls that, you know, actually make it look like we're in a hill or a valley or something. But anyways, so the next thing that we're gonna do is we are gonna put some of these big mushrooms around, and there, we just have a few more things to do today. So whoops, I needed that. And we're gonna need glowstone, and we're gonna need soul sand. Great. Alright, so here's what we're doing. This is pretty easy. First things first, place a red mushroom, shift left click on it, /BSD for splatter disk. Did that right? Yeah. And there's this whole thing. If I, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that. So see how that randomly put down some mushrooms? So you can type in, after the splatter disk function, you can type in some numbers to dictate how it looks. You can do more dense, you can do a big disk that's really densely splattered and only a few open blocks, or you can say just a few here and there, or you can say I want there to be, you know, there's lots of options. So I'm gonna just cut real quick here. I'm gonna go look up those options, and we are gonna thinly spread out a whole bunch of red and brown mushrooms across the entire map to make it look pretty good. Then we can bone meal a few of them where we want to put some more obstacles in the way, and finally scatter some soul sand around in like barricade-esque patterns, such as this, right? To go behind, and that we can just do for as we see fit. Maybe not even this episode, but I'm gonna cut away and come back and explain those numbers to you, and then we shall make this place look beautiful. So I'll be right back. Alright, I got it. So, again, push the mushroom, shift less click. Now, the block we want is slash BSB, splatter, SD, sorry, splatter disk. And then you type the letter G, which has to do with the growth percent, which is basically how dense is it going to be placed. And then you type a 4-digit number, right? So if I did 9999, that would translate to 99.99%. Which, if I use the gunpowder, and you want to use the gunpowder, not the arrow, because if you use the arrow, something like that happens, where it eats into the ground, and that's you don't want that. Look at all this. Look at the mess it made. Look what we did. That's why we can't have nice things. Anyways, we'll let those respawn. If you use the gunpowder, on the other hand, you can see what happens. And so 99.9% of the blocks will have a mushroom on it, which we don't want. We want it to be a lot less than that, and I want it to be as little as possible, actually. So instead of G9999, I'm just going to do G1. Doesn't have to be a 4-digit number. Just that's the max, I think. I don't think you can set it to 100%. Otherwise, you would just be using a disk. Anyways, so that is nice, and I set the block size to 10. I'm using a disk. So that is a really nice spread, if you ask me there. It's nice and nicely distributed. So now you can just come through here, just blop down a couple of these every now and then, and it should look pretty darn natural, if you ask me. So I gotta hurry this up because this episode should be over soon, but I do want to finish this for this one. And as you can see, you're gonna run into problems like this, which is kind of unfortunate. If you want to solve that problem, you can use a smaller brush size, I suppose. But go big or go home, right? So I want to make sure that we actually get to finish this now. So, yeah, come on. Trying to make sure I don't screw this up too bad by doing stuff like that. But I'll fix those on my own later when I give the map a once-over. Wah! Stop it. /B. I'm not sure if you saw that or not. I think you did. There we go. Alright, I like that. So now, place the brown one. This /B, let's do 5. And get this slightly bigger. Still not so big that we'll run into the problems I was having by destroying our beautiful mushrooms. And so this might be a little too many mushrooms. We might have to come randomly knock out a bunch. It looks to be a little crowded to me, but that's... I don't think we can use this tool and have it be any less dense. I think we picked the smallest number, which is fine. Okay, so that's pretty good. So now we can come with bone meal, right, and say, ooh, oh, I clicked on top of another mushroom. That's what caused that. I'm sure that's not the only time I did that too. So, you know, boom, there's a mushroom. Let's go over here and let's get another red one. Boom, mushroom. Yep. There we go, did it again there. Boom, mushroom, right? So we can do that, and that will finish up our map pretty much. Except for those walls. Except for them pesky walls. Whoa. Yeah, I'll have to make sure to get rid of all them floating mushrooms. It's pretty goofy. Alright, so that's it for today, really. We didn't get to placing the soul sand barriers, but that is okay, because that, I think, is going to have to wait anyways, because we're going to have to see how the flow of the map goes. We're going to have to take a second to step back and see how it goes. You know, and just look and see where do we want to defend, where do we want to attack more, what spots are too vulnerable, and that's going to dictate where we put those. But so that's really it for me for today. I think we'll probably fix up the roofs next time. Actually, next time we'll spend a little bit more time on Spleef and doing actual plugin things rather than just trying to get a nice looking tree. You know what? I don't want that. Alright. But that's it for me today. Thank you for me today. That's it today, everybody. And I will see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.